It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Derrick Henry. He's been guided by his field vision all season and has seen his way to 5th in the league in rushing. It's the Titans and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Those who expected Ryan Tannehill to go quietly into the night after the Titans drafted Will Levis, well, they clearly don't know this man well at all. He's a fighter and former comeback player of the year and expects to have his best season yet as a pro in this campaign.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 24 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Henry. is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time, and Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The numbers for Sanders last week, 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Young. And Thomas has it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Well, this one taken in by Cephas. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. A toss left, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Tannehill on 1st down. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Badgley's kick is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and now 2 yards to go on third down. $17-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. The Cockrell holds it in left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will stay put at 17.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But
Yeah.
let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot, because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 71 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. That good for 19 and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Tannehill now to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
It's Young off play action. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Young now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Young to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's do this, man.
Second down and 3. Here's Tannehill. It's complete. Burks. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, Tannehill. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Quintez Cephas as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. The Falcons trying to hold on and claim victory. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. T. Higgins, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. It's the rookie, Anthony Richardson, with 2 touchdown passes. We were treated to a fine first half from the veteran Ryan Tannehill. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead.
Very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And the Panther first down. Set. Hut.
Another run with Sanders. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Come on, set. Brings up second and a yard at the Titans' 46-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like
Touchdown! Laviska Shenault. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
you can say that again. They've got to be pretty.
Derrick Henry all alone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the slant, Burks. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple of more times?
Henry again. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off the play fake, Young. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
Let's go. Ready.
Young off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll roll him out right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run. It's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He has been a factor in a multitude of ways. Over 100 yards rushing. He's approaching that number in the receiving category, too.
And you know why I've always respected guys who can have these types of games? As a runner, you're going through a pile. People are raking at the football all the time. Your hands take a beating. Okay, and to be able to still go out and catch the football in open field after going through that guy's dynamite.
He's been dynamite in this game so far. We'll see defensively if they have an answer, because they need to come up with something. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Dancing to his left. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. And quickly they get to the line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Young. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
155 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Tannehill on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 2. That throw by Young incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Young on target there to Marshall, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They go play action. Young. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Young working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
The play fake, now Young. That's going to be caught. It's Chenot. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Giovanni Ricci, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Tannehill. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And this one taken in by Cephas. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It's Young on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Young. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Young will set to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now they're in the hurry up. Here is Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Ready?
First down, Carolina.
Now here's Young. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7.
Ready?
It's Young off play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw again. Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Young. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So fourth quarter touchdown there. Back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Wide open, it's Marshall complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Young on first down. For Marshall, that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Young. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Again, it's Young. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.